a Sunday, praying for the pain to fade. Lost the last hours, wondering what time you made it home, with only fragments of the night. Where did you go?
Good evening, everyone. You join me tonight from the Llyn Peninsula. We're quite far west. We're about 5 miles from the very western points before you get to Bargy Island. We're on the Whistling Sands coastline, or Trife Perfor, and it's promising to be a really nice sunset. Sun's just dropping below me. We've got about an hour and a half until sunset, and I'm hoping for some interesting stuff. I've done quite a lot of mountain videos recently, and I thought I'd mix it up a bit tonight and show you that I like to do other stuff as well. And this coast is, well, this coastal line is one of the best in North Wales. So I should get something pretty promising, and I'll take you along with the journey with me. So I'm just looking for potential compositions at the moment. I usually come to the coastal areas, I give myself an hour to scout and then an hour to shoot and find the best images. But down here I've got a pretty nice rock pool with some jagged sticking out rocks, almost look like alpine mountains, or if you know the Isle of Skye, the Black Cooling, but it's just a bunch of small rocks on the coast of the Llyn Peninsula. But that's the impression they give. Anyway, it's giving nice reflections off, and that could be a potential image. We shall see.
Laying on a Sunday, praying for the pain to fade. Lost the last hours, wondering what time you made it home, with only fragments of the night. Where did you go, and who did you see?
I've come to the more open, expansive beach, Whistling Sands, the actual beach now. You can just get something a bit more minimal here and tranquil, because it's quite a peaceful night. So I want to try and replicate that through my images. You can see yourself, it's absolutely stunning around here. Definitely a peaceful shoot, that's to say the least. Absolutely stunning evening. So I've just found this image here. Got these beautiful sand passings which are running adjacent to the river, well, the stream that's leading out to the sunset. Quite a tranquil image. There's no real detail in the sky, so I'm just shooting foreground based images. But yeah, it's really a beautiful scene, and if it's any good, I'll show you now. So I've just found another pretty smart image. I'm just messing around with the shutter speeds. Every time the waves crash against the rock, I'm firing away images with some pretty nice results. I hope the audio is okay, as the water is quite loud as it's passing over the rocks. That sun's just setting now, it looks beautiful in the sky. So I'll show you this image now. Just waiting for the perfect wave motion to come in. That one's pretty good. Some pretty smart water movement there. I can shoot like this all day. Every image is different, as the water plays around the rock in different ways every exposure. And yeah, it's pretty smart. I'll show you this picture now then.
How did we get here? From simple conversation, now inhibitions disappear. 'Cause in the night it seemed a good idea. And I'll be honest, I'm glad that you're here. Oh, 'cause you're...
Well, that was an interesting shoot, really enjoyed it. I enjoy doing seascapes, mainly because every exposure you're taking, you don't know what you're going to get, and you could get something unbelievable with the water motions and the water going around the rocks as such. Didn't really have any clouds in the sky, but the foreground definitely made up for it. I'm going to reconvene now, get into some warmer gear, and I've scouted a few images. I'm going to do some astrophotography tonight. It's the last month, I suppose, where we can photograph Orion, and it's really low on the horizon at this time of year. And we also have zodiacal light, which should be behind me pretty much, and I want to find a composition for that. So as good as I hope my sunset shots come out pretty nice, but I'm looking forward to doing some astro and getting some seascape images. First time I've shot night shots at the beach, and I'm really looking forward to it. So it should be an interesting night as well. So it's gone a lot darker since the last time I was on the camera. Just waiting for it to hit peak darkness, which is about 8:30. Got a beautiful view overlooking Llyn Sands and the cliff beyond it. And Orion is positioned really nicely just behind it, and it's going to set as well in a perfect position. I'm just taking a few test exposures to get a feel for it at the moment. But I'm going to go down to the beach and find some compositions down there too, and then get the star tracker out and try and get some nice detail in the winter stars while we still have them. So I'm just shooting Orion now. Really nice dark skies here on the Llyn Peninsula. I'm taking about 5 exposures with my star tracker on. Just see the detail of the sky there, looking good. Connected to the star tracker, just let you see a bit better. Here it is, and that's allowing me to take longer exposures of the sky and get more detail out of it. It basically follows the course of the sky, so your camera's tracking the stars, which allows you to do longer exposures. Problem is, I've not been able to align it properly as I've not got my laser, so I've had to manually do it, and a bit of a hit and hope. You took a shot from 40 yards and you want it to go in the top corner. It's pretty much what I've done with the star tracker, and it seems to be working actually. So I'm getting pretty pin sharp shots of the stars. But yeah, really nice evening here on the Welsh coast. So it's been quite difficult vlogging and shooting, especially in this dark. Just on the coast now, shooting the Milky Way. You see Orion there. I've took my sky images, and I'll go through, and these are the foreground shots. It's quite you've got nice jagged rocks here. They're really pointing in the sky. and Orion's just on the right hand side. But it's quite sketchy because the tide's coming in quite fast, and I just don't know when the rogue waves are coming in, so I've got to be wary. I've moved back now, but there's a lot of elements to shooting night shots on the coast. You've got to be thinking of like 3 or 4 different things at the same time. But yeah, the foreground's looking good here. I'll blend that with the evening, with the star shots, and I should get a pretty interesting image. But yeah, it really is an incredible evening here. Really dark skies, and I'm making the most of it. Very good. Well, the Llyn Peninsula has definitely delivered today. We've got some amazing conditions, a really nice sunset, and real dark skies, and a clear night, wall-to-wall clear skies. So I've managed to get a few nice images. I'll show you the nightscapes at the end of the video, because a lot of blending goes into them, and I've got to kind of align the stars and the foreground to make them work. But it's been so enjoyable. A bit of my gear failed on me, my remote shutter and my laser to align the stars, so I had to kind of adapt and learn adapt and shoot differently as such, but it worked out well. So if you enjoyed the video, why not like and subscribe? And I thought I'd do something a bit different today. Come to the coast, as I'm in the mountains all the time, something a bit different, and I hope for that reason you've enjoyed it. But till next time, I'll see you again.
How did we get here? From simple conversation, now inhibitions disappear. 'Cause in the night it seemed a good idea. And I'll be honest, I'm glad that you're here. Oh, 'cause you're running through my veins. 'Cause you're running through my veins. Oh, oh, oh. Hearts beat with secrets to keep. Tell me, where do we go from here? 'Cause in the night it seemed a good idea. But I'll be honest, I wish you